What's up, everyone? This is Teddy. I'm here with fullwarp. He is an AI creator. He's quite innovative and influential, I would say, with his AI stuff. I found him on TikTok, over 100K there. He's doing really great on social media, and his stuff is very different. And he usually, I would say, he's a trendsetter in his sense. But that is kind of my intro of fullwarp. Been a huge fan of his for many months. Are there any intros you want to make, fullwarp?
Yeah, I'm fullwarp. Really kind words. I've been doing this for 4 months, so I'm still learning, and I'm making weird stuff.
Awesome. Yeah, I sometimes I just binge your content, because it's very bingeable. It's very short. Really high quality, I would say, in terms of the idea. But I don't know, you want to share a little bit about yourself without getting too specific. I know you are an AI brand, so I wanted to kind of be respectful in that sense. Yeah, man, go ahead if you wanted to share a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, I am 23 years old. I picked up AI for the first time this year, so it's all really, really new to me. And before that, I was making music. So I think maybe some creativity came from that, just producing music for 4 years, just as a hobby.
That's awesome. Yeah, you use a lot of trending sounds in your videos. I'm not sure if you were inspired by the sounds to make the video, the music to make the video. Or you edit the footage to the video offline, or do you add the music to the video when you edit it in the app?
I don't really do the music up until the very last step where you have to upload the video. So in TikTok, I think they have a really, really good algorithm, I think, for just picking the music. So you can go upload the video, and it just gives you a bunch of songs that might fit with it. So I just pick one from there sometimes. But sometimes I don't do any music at all.
Yeah, you use sound effects a lot, I noticed.
Yeah.
Do you do the audio with 11 Labs, or do you kind of do other stuff?
Oh, for sure. I'm using audio all the time.
Yeah.
But I also do just regular sound effects from places like Epidemic Sounds and stuff like that.
Oh, really? You use sounds from there? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you use the 11 Labs at all?
I haven't, but recently I started using the Hailuo voice.
Oh, yeah. They have audio now, right?
Yeah.
That's great. It's a new feature. Man, there's always something coming out from one of these platforms that other platforms have already, and then it's I shouldn't cancel the other one because I already use it so much.
I mean, it's free. At least for me, yeah.
That's dope. So are you part of any creative programs?
I am in, for now it's just the Pika Labs.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pika's great.
I haven't really applied to many though, so.
That's cool, man. So how do you come up with the ideas for your content? Are you the kind of person that kind of binge watches whatever, and then AI or not, you just get inspired from somewhere?
So initially, it started all just from text to video. I would need to have the idea. So I would think what if there's a fat guy in a claw machine or something, and then to make a video about that. But recently, I've been just watching other people's videos on Reels, and then once I see something that catches my attention, I would go video to video from that, and then it's just action reaction. You make something, AI does something, and then you kind of go in that direction.
So how does that work? You watch that person's video, and then you keep watching more similar kinds of videos from that person or other creators?
No, it's just random feed of videos.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's cool. So you get inspiration from the homepage.
Yeah.
And you also have what if thoughts too when you, I guess just in general.
Oh yeah, it's like intrusive thoughts, like what if this guy did that suddenly? And up until now, you couldn't do anything. Like you thought that would just be a thought, but now you can do it with AI. You can really, in 5 minutes, you can already do that. So I think it's pretty cool.
Oh wow. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, do you use any pre-planning methods like using ChatGPT or using like DeepSeek just to kind of like mind map your thoughts?
Not mind map per se, but I use ChatGPT like religiously, just for
Okay.
prompting.
Yeah, it's so good, especially with the canvas now. It's like can edit everything.
Canvas, what is that?
It's like a, it's like a on a shared screen. It like splits your screen into like what it's editing and then like what you're talking about on two different sides.
Oh yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
And
yeah,
it's like, no, change this about the prompt, and then it just goes into it.
yeah.
Um, so like, I know that like prompting, I would say, at least for me as a creator, it's like, um, prompting is very, it's like the element that makes or breaks like a concept, right? What do you think about prompting in terms of this process?
For me, prompting was the most difficult thing at the beginning because with Sora, you could do like really simple prompts, like it's pure language.
Mm-hmm.
You could like one sentence max, and I would have like a clip ready to go. But when it came to Kling, I could not get it working. But
Oh yeah.
eventually, ChatGPT, I think it kind of learns what you like and what you don't like. So it's
Mm.
gotten to the point where I can just ask ChatGPT to like do something, and it will just do it the way I want it and write it in the way I want it. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So, do you have any prompting tips for anyone who wants to create like similar kinds of videos?
Honestly, just use ChatGPT or the Gemini 2.5.
Oh,
I know
really?
there's I know there are some people who just write their prompts just from scratch,
Mm-hmm.
and I wish I would do that. But honestly, it's just so much easier for me to just give something to ChatGPT. He gives something back to me. I try it, and in 5 minutes, I've tried like 10 prompts already. So I think that's the best way for me.
So Gemini 2.5 is also is like another AI by Google, is that right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Do they have voice also?
I'm not sure. I don't think they have voice.
2.5. Do you have to pay for that?
Nope, it's totally free, and it's mind-boggling how it is free, but it's free.
Well, yeah, I know it did some great stuff when it was blowing up recently. I was kind of playing with it a little bit.
I would say the best thing about 2.5 is it can actually watch videos. So you can put a video in and uh, tell me everything, like analyze the video, tell me what's happening, turn it into a prompt, and you can just, I mean, if you wanted to, you could basically steal someone's video. I mean, I'm not telling you to do that, but
Yeah.
if you want to like emulate someone, you could do that.
Oh yeah, for research and
Yeah.
education, I actually have two devices. I use one of them to use ChatGPT, and I'm like, AI or not AI. I'm just like, watch this video, and then it just watches it for me.
Yeah.
Um, and then I get it to turn it into prompts because it has that camera feature, and you can just talk to it as you prompt. I'm not sure if you do that too, but that's like pretty fun to do.
So what about you? Are you like prompt wise? Are you also just like using ChatGPT, or are you first writing the prompt and then putting it
Yeah.
back and then asking it to refine it?
Sometimes, yeah. It's mainly GPT, or it's DeepSeek, or both. So, DeepSeek, I found made better prompts in my experience,
Hmm.
but ChatGPT also makes some incredible prompts too. So, like, I've used both. DeepSeek, actually, ChatGPT used to not be able to get away with more, and then DeepSeek was more like open. But now I'm finding that like, DeepSeek is kind of harder to get. Like, it's harder to skirt censorship with DeepSeek than it is with ChatGPT now.
ChatGPT, I think they have removed a lot of filters recently, and Gemini, I'm like not even using Gemini anymore because you ask it to do something, it says no, I can't do it. This is too, you know, offensive or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gemini. Gosh, I didn't know Gemini 2.5 was that good. I mean, I played around with it when I saw the X Twitter. It was blowing up like crazy. Like people were changing stuff about images and stuff. But like,
Yeah.
I know Midjourney has like voice mode now. Have you tried that one? The version 7?
Oh no. I mean, the O4 image is just so good that is it worth for me to pay for Midjourney? I'm just letting people test it out. I mean, for me, I don't have any need for it per se because I don't do that much straight up image to video. I just do video to video and then take a screenshot from there.
Yeah. I don't know. I just re-subscribed to Midjourney because I was using other platforms like ChatGPT or Magnific. Are you familiar with Mystic 2.5?
Yes, I was. Again, this is one of the. I'm pretty open to like trying everything. And at one
Yeah.
point, I needed Magnific to upscale some images,
Mm-hmm.
but then I found that I'm not really using it, so I canceled my subscription there. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
like trying everything out and then seeing what sticks
Dude,
in the workflow.
yeah, like Mystic 2.5 was so good, man. Like I use the editorial portraits a lot. They're really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, they keep coming out with new models or whatever. But like, are you like a text to video? I mean, you seem to be like a text to video kind of person, more than a image to video person. Although I've seen you do like image to video.
Initially, I was fully text to video, but then as I started to do the video to video, I mean, eventually you need to go to image to video so you can extend your video. I see that you're doing that a lot also. You're just extending your video and making these trippy kind of long videos,
Yeah,
clips.
yeah. The reason I was doing that is because I was watching other people do it. I'm like, that's a good idea. Let me see what I could do. And then the Mystic 2.5 outputs just happened to be so dope, and I'm like, I have to see what I have to see what happens. You know. But
Yeah, I mean that has been my way like since the beginning. I've been taking like a text to video, and then it only can give you so much action in the first prompt. So you need to take a screenshot wherever you want to continue, and then just go image to video, and then you can just go forever.
yeah. Wow. So do you do the optional prompts in the image to video when you know what I'm saying?
Optional prompts. Oh, you mean like when you put it in Kling to image to video?
Yeah. Like when you put it in Kling and then it gives you like an option to also prompt it.
Oh yeah, I mean that is I think the most important thing because
Oh.
I'm not even sure what happens if you don't prompt it. It just kind of does its own thing. So if you
Yeah,
want to
I've wasted
control,
some credits where it's like a still image. I'm like, oh, damn it. I wasted like however much
Yeah.
credits.
I always prompted.
Dude, I spend a lot of money every month. I don't know how much you spend, but dude, I've been spending money like crazy on these tools, man.
Oh yeah, man, I don't even want to check. It's sad, really.
But it's fun though. It's like addictive. It's like a high.
It's yeah, I mean it substitutes something else probably. So
Yeah. It's like I don't know. It's like I'm always curious, like because in the past, like artists would always try to create what they haven't seen people do before, but like now it's like we're like the same way. It's like, dude, I wonder what will happen if like, if this happened,
yeah,
like
and you can find out in like 5 minutes. it's,
Yeah.
it's insane.
Wait, so did you used to do like drawing or painting or anything, like any art before?
I was only doing music, so making beats, kind of instrumentals type
Oh,
of
that's
thing.
sick. Wait, so you like work with like rappers and singers and stuff?
I mean, my friend is like was rapping, so I mean maybe that counts, but it wasn't like professional or anything. It's just kind of for fun.
That's sick. Yeah, dude. Like what I love about your work is that it's so. I like the kind of what do you call that? The undersaturated colors, like the color.
Yeah,
it's like
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
right. It's that color scheme. Also, it's that Sora texture that you nailed down really well, and that movement.
I think it's a little bit of like post processing and like right when you're editing the video, just to make the colors more realistic.
Oh,
I
you
don't
do
know.
post?
Well, just for the colors. I mean, and for the editing, I play around with the speed a lot for the clips.
Okay, like the frame rates and stuff.
Yeah, just because you need to play around with the speed so you can get it in the 10 seconds and get all the action you want.
Yeah. So you are strict with how long your videos are. I noticed it's super short, like 5 to 10 seconds, right?
I mean, it's mostly a limitation by Sora. So the reason I keep it like 10 seconds is because they only allow 1080p videos to be 10 seconds. So if they one day brought it up to like 20 seconds, I most likely would be doing 20-second videos.
Would you ever take like a ending frame of a Sora prompt, take it into clean, and then just like play with it?
Yeah.
Image to video?
Yeah, and that's how you extend it, yeah. But again, Kling is so expensive. I try to avoid it as much as I can until I really, really need it.
Yeah. I remember for a period of time I was just like playing a lottery, for like...
It is like a lottery. It feels like that often.
At the casino, just like throwing money left and right.
Yeah.
And I would use like thousands and thousands of credits a day for some months.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's a necessary thing. It's learning, and when you fail, you learn what doesn't work, what works, and you can reuse those prompts later on as examples as well.
So usually your videos, right? Are they usually like either or, text to video or image to video, or do you mix them both? And if you mix them, on average, how much percentage is text to video? How much percentage is image to video?
You know, it's hard to say, because if you asked me like 2 months ago, it would be all like 90% text to video. So now for like weeks, I have not been using text to video, just because I'm experimenting with my workflows. And I find that if I do video to video, I can make so many more videos and so many more ideas come. So
wait, you mean image to video?
Video to video, because you can remix an existing video in Sora. Like you could put in a prompt, ask it to turn the bear into a monster or something, and then work from there. So
which tools in Sora are your favorites and why? And how do you use them in your videos?
My favorite for sure is the remix feature. It's so underrated and so strong. I think it's the strongest thing they have, and it's the only unique thing they have, because if you think about it, everyone has image to video, everyone has text to video, but no one really has the remix feature they have. There are some other features. There are like Runway has video to video as well, but it not on the same level.
Yeah. So how do you use the video to video remix feature usually? Let's say on any of these videos that's playing right now, like that you would use it for, that you have used it for.
I don't exactly see what you're playing. You're frozen again, but that's okay.
Oh, okay, sorry.
But I can imagine. So I don't know. I ask it to make it really, really, like, usually it's some body horror type of stuff. So I ask it to make it like really grotesque. I mean, I asked ChatGPT, and then he gives me something. I put it in. It takes like 2 minutes to generate a video, so I can see, okay, is this in the right direction? No, I ask it to make it more like this, more like that. So it's just like a conversation with ChatGPT.
That's awesome. And are there any other features you like besides the remix?
Besides the remix, I mean, it really has three things. So it's image to video, remix, and text to video. So text to video would be the second one. I think it's really, really good for those handheld type of videos. It gets the camera motion really well. And that's what I started with. And it looked really realistic. And the image to video is definitely the weakest link. It's like barely use it. They recently improved it, I think yesterday. I've noticed a change, and they also removed all the filters for celebrities, so now you can generate celebrities. Yeah.
So you said like a lot of these other platforms have this similar tools, right? So you have Runway, you have Hilo, you got Kling. Higgs Field is something recent that I was playing with. I don't know if you play with that yet.
I saw that. It looks so good. Like the camera,
It's crazy.
like it's cinematic. Totally. Need
It's
to play
crazy.
around with that.
Yeah, I was doing
but
like... Yeah.
There's so many though. I can't. I don't have the time to go through everything. It's insane.
It is insane. It is insane how much you can do. Like Higgs Field, I was playing with like the it's like max 5 seconds for image to video, but like if you put the prompt in there, because like I use like a prompt to generate the image, I use that same prompt to generate the video from image to video, and then I take that frame thing, and then I put it into Kling, and then I have it connected with the keyframes. So it's like Higgs Field and Kling is a pretty powerful combination. I don't know if you played with like similar workflows before.
I need to try it out, because from what I've seen, it gets the motion so well. Like I could just make some really creative stuff with it. But
Higgs Field's pretty crazy. It's like it's kind of like Kling level,
yeah.
You know? But it's
From what I've
expensive
seen.
too. I think I've used up like a fourth of my credits already.
Jeez. Are you in like a creative program for them, or do they have such a thing?
No, I just saw it on X. I'm like, oh shit, okay, let me try it, and it's fun. And it sometimes it takes a while, but like the quality is like probably one of the best out there.
Yeah. I mean, because they're specializing in that. Like, if you specialize in it, I think that's a good thing. Like, I think more companies, AI video companies, they should like specialize in these kind of things. It's good.
So, how many different series do you have going on right now with your body horror stuff?
Series-wise, I don't really have a series. So, initially it was the fat guy. It was kind of a series because I went viral with one fat guy, and I was like, okay, it must be the fat guy. I'm just gonna put him in like different weird situations, and that was kind of the thing. But now it's just kind of random stuff. No series.
Okay, so it's like, do you have do you work, like how do you get inspired to work, or do you just like sit down and you start and then you get inspired? Like for you, which one comes first?
I sit down. I most likely am in my bed. I scroll some Instagram reels, see if something pops up that catches my attention. I at this point I have like hundreds of them saved, so I can just go in, see maybe something catches my attention. I can remix that into some creature, and then I have something to work with. So yeah.
Awesome. So mostly it's like for the feed, like from the feed.
From the feed, like that's 1 month for a month has been working. It allows me to make so much content. So before that, it would just be more struggling to come up with ideas, be original, and then sometimes you just don't come up with anything. You just kind of in a writer's block or whatever you would call it, and that's the worst because I am working full time. So I usually make a video in the morning and then in the evening, and when you really need to come up with this idea quickly, it's kind of a limitation. So,
Yeah, it's good, to have a full-time job and then do this, because it's like then your time is more valuable, so you don't waste time dicking around.
Absolutely, yeah.
Is your full-time job similar to this AI stuff, or like what?
I would say it's like the opposite. I work for a bank, so it's like more finance stuff. So it's like completely not creative. So this is like my creative side.
Yeah, that's cool. You get to spend all day thinking about these worlds you make.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's sick too, because then you don't owe anyone anything, because you're not working for any clients to make AI stuff. You don't have to worry about, stress from that side, you know?
Yeah, I think that about sometimes. Like if I did have clients with it with my style, I am really relying on just reacting to what AI creates, and in the end, the result is like really cool. But it's not like at the beginning, I start by thinking, okay, it's gonna do this, it's gonna do that, and this is gonna
Yeah.
be the result. It just kind of happens. So if a client asks me to do something specific, I could do it, but would it be as good as what I do now? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's that pressure to kind of live up to but then again, you know, you're coming at it from outside social media, so you have like a fresh pair of eyes to kind of create your work. You don't have pressure to create your work, so you're open to be creative and transparent, right?
I love that freedom. I make the weirdest stuff, and I think that's the best thing because I know there's some creators who they kind of put themselves in this niche, right? And then when they want to breach get out of this niche, it could be hard because people are not used to it. But if I just keep making weird shit, I think people will be ready for anything and they will watch it and build an audience.
Yeah, so would you say you started blowing up when Sora came out?
Absolutely. I was making. You can look up my first videos. They were on Kling and Runway, and they were not getting any views at all. So, I mean, I was also learning what works, how to make it engaging. You can see they were really like stretched out, boring. Like if I watch them now, and then right around like 20 days later of just starting, I got Sora, and it was a risk for me because it's $200 a month for the pro version.
Yeah.
But it worked out. Yeah.
What were you doing differently before you blew up versus when you blew up?
I wouldn't say I was doing anything different. I was kind of more focusing on the creatures and like trying to make the creatures as weird as possible. But once I blew up, I realized it's about more mixing reality, like the real situations, with like the weird situations. And because you can have like a regular situation and you change one thing about it, all of a sudden it catches someone's attention. So that's what I've been like more focusing on, just trying to make it real, but also kind of weird at the same time.
So if we scrolled on TikTok and found like a girl dancing, right, in her living room, like what would you do to it?
Well, I mean, a girl dancing in her living room, I would probably scroll past because unless there's something really, really interesting about how she did it or what happens, I would, because I scroll past like a bunch of them. I just pick like if something really speaks to me, if like there's some funny motion that he does or whatever, then I would work with that.
That's cool. Yeah, Runway is really great too. They came out with Gen 4 recently. Have you played with that yet?
I did. At first, I was struggling again, but then sometimes I just put it in just to compare with Kling, and I did use it for one video, which did quite well. But again, Runway, I for me, it is taking a little bit too long to generate, and the quality still. I like Kling, but I sometimes put it in Runway just to see what it will do.
Yeah, Runway is max 2. Kling is unlimited, but it costs a lot more.
Well, the good thing about Runway, it is kind of unlimited in a sense. Yeah, there's $100 plan. You can get unlimited generations. The best thing about it is just expanding the video. If you want to transform it into 16 by 9, or you have a 16:9 video, you want to turn it into 9 by 16.
Yeah. I guess I meant like you could generate 2 at a time on Runway.
Oh
right?
yeah,
And on
and it's
Kling,
slow.
you could just keep on pressing submit
As long as your wallet allows, yeah.
as long as your wallet allows.
Yeah.
That's the point right there. But that's amazing, man.
Are you in the Kling creative program, by the way? Like, because I know some people are.
No, I mean I'm not in it, but I even hear like some people joining it and they still pay because they use it all up.
I mean, yeah, but it's might be worth it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's worth it. Yeah, I should definitely give that another
I think you
look.
should. I mean, you're using it all the time.
I am. I love it. And I already got the end. I got the Black Friday sale annual program, and I'm still like shelling out like a lot of money every month.
The best thing they did was the $28 plan for like 8,000 credits. I can't believe I didn't appreciate that. Like I had
Mm,
it when I first joined,
mm.
and now that seems like a dream.
That's a freaking good deal, bro.
Yeah.
That's a really good deal. And yeah, I mean clean 1.5 and 1.6 I find fascinating because like they both use different cameras and then they use the same camera like for every scene that you make. It doesn't matter if you put other camera models in your prompt or not. It's like it just gives you that camera for
Yeah,
both of those.
there's this consistency and there's this
Yes.
specific lighting that you can
Yeah.
immediately tell it's Kling.
I think he
Yeah.
did one on the beach. I'm like, yeah, that's probably clean. Like this like
Yeah.
fat man on the beach.
Yeah.
It looked cool though. Yeah. Any favorite authors or like filmmakers that inspired you to kind of create your style?
I would say my biggest inspiration director wise is David Lynch because he makes the weirdest, I mean, he used to make uh, the weirdest stuff.
Yeah.
And even though I haven't been watching movies, when I make, it always kind of ends up at like, oh yeah, this is like a Lynch thing. This is like Twin Peaks. Uh, so
Mm.
I would say that's my biggest one.
Hmm. Like color grade wise or um concept wise.
I would say concept wise and the weirdness and the avant-garde thing. I
Mm.
like mixing like accessibility and then also throwing in some just weird stuff.
What kind of style would you call your art?
I don't know. Up until now, what hasn't been really art to me, and I do think AI can be art, but
Mm.
even in my bio, I'm just saying I'm just experimenting because I want to learn. I'm just throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what works.
Hmm.
So once I master these tools, I can say I'm making art. But for now, I don't know.
I mean, I think anyone would call you. I mean, anyone who thinks AI is art would definitely call you an artist. I mean, your stuff. I think out of all the creators that I follow and watch, I think you're probably one of the pioneers. Like, there's only a few pioneers in this space who do similar stuff. You know, I
Yeah,
think you.
and
I think you're one of them, which is
I
cool.
I, I think so. And but at the same time, I've been also kind of inspired by a lot of. I don't want to say it's completely original, like Bennett Weisbrun,
Hmm.
totally inspiration for me with this whole Sora remixing thing. And then Void Stomper, that's the guy I saw. That's the first AI video I saw. So I
Mm.
mean, there's many of them that are just inspirations. But yeah, I can
Yeah,
see that.
yeah, the masters. Um, and yeah, and there's a lot of people who came after, right? And we started to see them like multiply. And I was researching you guys, just like seeing how it works and just like trying to get inspiration from my own life. Cause like I went to the cause I have kids, right? So I took them to this fun
Mhm.
house, and I don't know if you see my content on my other channel, but like I do these like ball pit clown horrors based on like going to the fun house and seeing like this ball pit or
Oh, is
like
that like a third channel? Maybe I haven't
oh
seen
I
that.
have a second I have a thing called Epsilon Files. I don't know if you saw that
Yes,
one.
yes, I've seen that. Yeah.
But I put out like a clown video today. It's pretty like one of my more crazy videos I think, but it's like inspired by like because I was watching it on Netflix or something again. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
and then I think that weekend like we went to like some kind of ball pit thing or something, and then it's like, oh well, what if we combine that? What would
Yeah.
happen? Just trying to be different than the other creators by like taking what happens to me
Yeah,
and
yeah,
seeing
from the
like
real life, and then it's
yeah.
unique to you, for
I'm not
sure.
sure if that's like if it's like how you work too, you know?
I mean, I definitely because everything that I see, it kind of even if I don't use it right now, everything that happens to me, it kind of goes into my subconscious, and then when I need to make something and have these sudden ideas, I think that's where it comes from. So for sure.
Yeah. Like your frames, I could tell for that one video you got like 15 million views on TikTok with the grandma. That was one of the crazier videos I've seen you do. That was wild, bro.
And again, that is just, I'm watching a video on Reels, I'm scrolling past, and I see this thing, and I'm like, well, what if a grandma just comes out? And then in 5 minutes, that's it. Those are the best ones, I think, when it just suddenly hits you, like, what if this happens? And then you do it, and you get like 10 million views in a day. And then yeah.
That was another video? That was a video that you just like put it in the store and just remixed it?
Yeah, I mean, they go up, and then I take a screenshot, and then it's Kling, and then Sora, I think. But yeah, those do the best when it's just simple.
So Kling imaged the video, and then Sora remixed the video after that.
Yeah, I think it might not even have been Sora. I think it's just straight up Kling. I don't remember it, honestly.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. That was insane. I was wondering like how many layers there are because the frame rates keep changing, and so I'm like, something's happening because there keeps being like a push and pull effect, and I'm like, I keep thinking like watching it again and again, like how many times did you like how many platforms were used?
Oh yeah, it was Sora, yeah, because it has this weird faces at the beginning, and I was thinking about like, should I remove that? Should I keep it in? And then I usually keep it in because people just comment about it. Yeah. Wait.
So there's no image to video from Sora in this video, right?
No.
It's
I mean, eventually, I hope they. It's Kling. I think it was Kling. Okay. The grandma comes out, and then I just throw it in Sora.
The grandma came out. Okay, so but the initial video was a video you saw on your feed, right? And then you took that last frame when you wanted to start, and then put in the Kling image video.
Yes.
And then took that video after the output came out and put in the Sora to do a remix.
Yes.
Now that's wild, exactly. Bro. It's wild. It looks really fucking good though, man.
And that's the funny thing. It took like 10 minutes to make, and then sometimes you work on something for 2 hours, and it flops. So that's when I realized, you gotta sometimes scrap things and just go for that simple thing. Because if it's simple, it will work for everyone. People will understand, and it will go viral, I think.
Dude, I have like this really OCD thing where it's like, I don't want to waste my credits, and so I end up using all those clips, and then it ends up being too long. 60 seconds, 2 minutes videos. It's insane, man.
I think sometimes you just gotta simplify it until it cannot be any simpler and still be your thing.
Yeah, I gotta make my videos shorter, man, after talking.
I mean, I like those minute videos also. It's kind of, but at the same time, people, they kind of want that quick dopamine and then go to the next one.
Yeah, it's harder to finish longer videos, right?
Also, you can get more out just by making short videos.
Yeah. But I would say like the frame rate is probably the hardest to nail. Just not the hardest, but like tedious,
You mean like the speed, like at which?
Yeah. Like one clip might have like 3 different frame rates at different periods of time, within the sequence of that video. It's like, what? The beginning, you gotta speed up twice. In the middle, you gotta speed it up like 1.5.
I've been using CapCut, and I think they recently added a way to make it easier. So before you had to just change the time, now you can kind of curve it. So you want it to get faster at a curve, you can do that, and I think it just makes it a lot easier to work with the speeds.
Yeah, I heard they made CapCut a lot better, but also a little less accessible. Like, it costs money now, right? It used to not cost money to use it.
Yeah. I mean, they made everything basically behind a paywall, which.
But they made it better, right?
They made it better for sure.
Okay. So I'm watching your video about like it's like a part 6. It's this video of this like 7.5 million TikTok. It's like human eyes on a I don't know what that is, like a goat.
Oh yeah. That is straight up a remix. I don't even remember what was the animal,
Yeah.
but a human petting the animal, and then you remix it, and then at the end, I think you can see some cling
No,
action.
yeah, but it was never an animal. It was always. Oh, so you created like a text to video on Sora first?
No, no, no. It was again uh, just an animal, and then I remixed it. So it was just some reel from Instagram or maybe TikTok of someone just
Oh,
petting an animal, and then
yeah.
you just give it to Sora, give it a bunch of eyes, make it really grotesque, and then you get that. So
So how long was did you change any frame rate or uh clip that video at all, or is it like the whole video you just put it in there and then just did a Sora remix on it?
I think I didn't change anything up until the end. So at the end, you can see it gets really weird with the cling.
Mm-hmm.
And then usually when it comes to cling, I speed it up just so I can get the 10 seconds, and also just so I don't bore the viewer. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, man. I feel like each of these apps have their strengths, and that like even though it's like quote unquote image to video or text to video, it's like the strengths is different, right? Do you also get that feeling too?
Yeah, because cling is like my go-to for if I want something specific happening. And then Sora, I found the best to just get you started. But for sure, I mean, you have strengths everywhere. Sora, Kling. There's Pixverse I use, which is quite good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Pixverse. It's got like an all-in-one kind of place, right?
Uh, I would. Yeah. It's kind of similar to Kling. They do also lip syncing, image to video like transitions,
Mm-hmm.
and it's really quick, and I think it follows the prompts a lot better than Kling. So you can make some really weird monsters, but it's just not as good quality.
Okay. And for the any prompting tips on getting like a human animal hybrid, human monster hybrid kind of face or creature?
Honestly, I would give it. I would give the prompting tips. It's hard for me to say because I'm working with ChatGPT so much. So I would honestly, if anyone wants to create this stuff, I would say work with ChatGPT. You could even like maybe put in my video in, ask it, okay, give me some keywords for like this creature, and then play around with the prompts that it gives you. And then once something sticks, use that prompt as a template. So you can use that prompt in other clips. If that doesn't work, you can ask ChatGPT to adjust it. So that would be my advice.
How would you play with the video to video remix on Sora? Like if gosh, how would you want like are there ways you want to try to do that you haven't done before or tried before in that regard?
Well, yes, yesterday, and I think I'm one of the first people to notice this. Up until now, you could not do celebrities. It was not allowed. It would reject the prompt. Now, you can put Donald Trump in there, and it will give you Donald Trump. So I've been playing around with that. But I mean, everything is. I feel like I've done everything that I can imagine to do. Sometimes I just give it some weird prompt, and it gives me something I haven't seen, and then I start doing that. But I don't think there's like anything novel. It's just everything is prompt based. Yeah.
What is your long-term thing with this? Like, do you have like are you building something for the long, or is it like, hey, let's just take this day by day and let's just focus on creating the best content right now?
For now, I am trying to get as good as possible. So that means I'm not focusing as much on monetizing this thing. I feel like I could have, for sure, but then of course I would be sacrificing the quality. I'll be focusing more on making money, and for now I just want to become like the best I can be, and then eventually I I want to grow my Instagram. Like honestly, I think that everything comes from Instagram. Like if you want to make money, it's Instagram. I'm trying to
Wait,
grow
you make
that.
money on Instagram?
No.
Or
I
other
mean,
people do that, you know?
for sure, yeah. I mean, I'm talking with other people who are making, like, doing this full time, just based on like Instagram.
But you
And
have to be based in a paying country for Meta,
well,
right?
it's not. You don't really make it from straight up. Instagram doesn't pay you, but like all the customers are Instagram, so you
Oh,
sell
because
something,
of the
it comes from
relationships.
Instagram. Yeah, for sure. So I think that's the most important one, and I'm trying to crack the Instagram algorithm. Hopefully one day it will come. For now, it's TikTok. But
Yeah.
to get back to your question, yeah, I'm just trying to improve. But down the line, I think I want to make some kind of movies, weird short films, maybe. Yeah,
Filmmaking? Okay.
filmmaking.
Wow. I mean, it's happening. People are doing. I mean, I'm on X. I'm seeing not very many, but there are a few teams of people creating like Hollywood level, almost Hollywood level content.
Yeah.
It's insane, bro. And it's
And
like,
this is the worst it will get. Like, take a look at 1 year, it's game over. Yeah.
are you okay, so you're saying you're doing more image to video now than you did before when you started with which was more text to video, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the image to video content you used, like I'm not sure if you specified which platforms you use. Was it Midjourney?
Well, I don't do it. I don't generate an image. I usually take an image that already exists. So it would start with a clip. So there's already an image in that clip, right? So in the middle of clip, that is the image. I don't go to Midjourney. Sometimes I did. There are some videos where I've gotten some viral clips just from doing image to video, but again, not really my style. And I mean, if I enjoyed that, I would probably make more. And if I had some sudden idea where I need image to video straight up from Midjourney, I would probably do that.
How do you face the copyright? Have you ever had the original uploader say like, "Hey, that's mine"?
For now, no, because I think it's transformative. It's, yeah, I think it's transformative. I mean, there are pages on Instagram which straight up just re-upload your stuff, and they're fine, right? So I would say I don't feel really. I try to give credit to them if it's really, but at the same time, there was one time where I gave credit, and then it kind of like it says that it's not original anymore. So it kind of makes me think like, okay, what's the point of me giving credit if then Instagram takes away like my views and gives it back? Because I am, at the end of the day, I am transforming it, in my opinion. So
Yeah, like you're using content that has already proliferated everyone's phones,
yeah,
like memes, right?
yeah. And then there are some times where people just re-upload my stuff on Instagram, which I think that's fine, but at the same time, it's kind of annoying because I'm trying to break the algorithm myself, and then there's all these people who are getting millions of views with my stuff, which, I mean, you could argue it's not my stuff. I mean, I know there's like these arguments from people that it's not really original or the AI is stealing, but at the end of the day, it would be nice also to get some of those views on Instagram.
I mean, at the end of the day, if you want to go that far, nothing is original. But like, there is a lot of work that you put into creating this experience.
Yes.
You know, it's not like just this part of the content. Yes, it was integral, perhaps, but like, you created the experience, right, with that
Yes.
screenshot. You know,
I that's how I think about it. Like, if I didn't create it, that it wouldn't exist, and people like it changes completely the video. I mean, instead of people laughing at it, they feel, a different type of emotion. A lot of people, I see comments that like it scares them, and it's kind of like horror, like so that's the main point of horror, and I think that's completely transformative and justifiable.
dude, I'm really glad you're. First of all, I think that even though you're super viral, I still think you're underrated, bro. I think you need to get way more credit than you're getting, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's been only 4 months at the same time. Like,
Yeah,
but
I know,
yes,
but like
yeah,
there are other people that blew up after Sora too, and I was like, dude, this guy is like so good, man. And I was like, yeah, yeah. I just think more people need to see your stuff, man. Really good stuff.
yeah. Hopefully, with this podcast also, I love that you're interviewing all these, doing podcasts with all these creators because you can also discover them. So if you didn't know about me, now they know, and you can also learn about their workflows if they're willing to share. So I think it's really awesome what you're doing.
Yeah, thanks, man. I mean, part of it is just like I don't get to talk to. I'm sure you feel the same way. You know, you go to the bank and you go home, you do your AI. Like
Yeah,
for me, it's like just do my AI or just do like comedy or personality. But like you don't really. I mean, at this age, I don't really get to meet new people that much outside of like these kind of
yeah.
conversations. You know. But maybe it's different for you. You know.
Well, there are some AI communities, right? So if you
Yeah.
check my link tree, there's a Discord, which a bunch of it's not my Discord, but I am part of it, and there's a lot of AI creators there. So
Oh,
there are some
nice.
communities, and then there are some AI creators I'm talking to. So it's good. It's good to build these relations, and you can learn a lot more just by talking to them.
Yeah, for sure, man. But was there anything on your mind about like any of these tools or any of the processes that you wanted to share or that you wanted to express things
Uh,
about?
no, but I would say just keep experimenting, and don't go to people and ask like what was their prompt. If you're just starting off, if you're already like doing it, like you want some specific thing, that's fine. But I would say don't be taught don't be given a fish when you could be taught to fish, right? So go around, play around with that stuff. It's really just experimenting, and you will get the most unexpected things.